Hey y'all! It is Monday. It is beautiful outside right now, although earlier it was 88 degrees. 88. It was so hot. And I am like lazy Susie today. No offense to any Susies. Lazy log home mom today. Man, yesterday kicked my boo honey. So y'all know after we did Chicken Inn, we took off to Disney for a pass holders night. And by the time we got there, and went and grabbed something to eat and watched fireworks. We went and walked on some rides, but I could see Log Home Dad's eyes glassing over. And I was trying so hard to be upbeat, and I was like, you know, all this stuff, and I couldn't get him in the mood. he was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, maybe if I get a Coke or a coffee. And I'm like, it's okay, we can go. So we probably left around midnight, which they were open until 1. But we got to get there early, and at 10, if you didn't have a wristband, they went ahead and made you leave. I officially started at 11, but at 10 o'clock, the park closed. And that was given time for everybody to get out of there. But it gives time also for people that have a fast pass to be able to go through. So we literally were walking on rides. So we rode quite a bit last night just in our little, like we walked on to the Mermaid. We walked on to Haunted Mansion. We had to wait about 10 minutes total. But you have to wait for rooms to open. So that's a little different than just waiting in a line. And then Pirates of the Caribbean, we walked right on. So, we walked right on to stuff. But we were just like exhausted. So by the time we got, it's harder getting out of the Magic Kingdom than it is any other parks, because they, you have a transportation center that you have to go through. Then you got to ride the monorail or the boat or something to get to Disney World. So you got to get back to the transportation center. You got to get on the tram, or you got to walk. We walked there, and then we went in. You got to go through security when you go there. So 2 days from now. So Log Home Dad has this pocket knife he carries about this big, and the blade is right at the size of a credit card. Always carries it. So I know last time we went, they must have had a security breach. They made him at Epcot. They made him take it back out to the car. Well, last night they weren't going to let him in with it at all. They're like, we can't. And he's like, really? Because it's a long, and he forgot to take it out of his pocket, because it's a long ways back to your car when you go to Magic Kingdom. And so she was so sweet. She called over her supervisor, and he's like, look, just put it in your pocket. He said, but starting May 1st, no knives at all. So there will be no knives allowed into the Magic Kingdom, along with the new smoking ban, which I am so thrilled that there's a smoking ban happening. And of course, it's so funny reading in some of the groups and the like news articles and stuff, because people are like, this is my right. So smoking is going to be banned inside the park. They will have 2 smoking areas outside the park starting May 1st, but no more in the park, because even when they had them, the park is so full of stuff that you can't help but walking through them. You cannot help it. So that's going to finally be banned. And I think it's been a huge issue because of vaping, because people just carry it and they smoke it wherever. And they just, you can see clouds of smoke going down everywhere, and people don't consider vaping smoking. So it's just been a really big issue. I see people vaping inside of stores all the time. So it's been a really ongoing thing. And then also, they're not going to allow strollers over 31 inches anymore. Thank you, Jesus. These people will kill you with a stroller, you guys. Like, I am so serious. And we have seen scooters at parks. I'm not kidding you. They are these deluxe mobiles, and they're like as big as a golf cart. It's unbelievable. So I don't know what they're doing about that. So it's not just your typical scooter or even something that's very comfy. These things are huge, and I don't even know where people get money for those things at, because man, they're big. But so a lot of things are changing. They're doing some other stuff too on May 1st. So if you're coming, just make sure you be careful about that. Check out their new policies. There's like 7 or 8 things happening. And so knives is one of them. So no knives in your pocket at all. Everybody has to go through not just a bag check, but those things that you walk through, that scanners. So that is big. That's happening May 1st too. So it used to be like you would get your bag checked. That started a few years ago, unfortunately. And then randomly you'd be pulled aside and you'd have to go through the little thing, and it never failed. Log Home Dad always got pulled through, and I think it's because he's so tall. So now it's everybody's got to go through it. So you got to get your purse open, your bag open, whatever it is, and you've got to let them go through it, and then you got to get it all off and put it back on the thing, because that can't go through with you through the scanner. So you got to put it back on the thing and watch your stuff as it's going over and go through it and, gather your stuff again. And so it's just going to be a big hassle, and it really stinks that this is the state we're living in now. And I'm not mean like Florida. I mean, like, this is our state that we're living in. So that's going to go into effect. But we had a great time. We finally took off. The park was like virtually, it reminded us of how Disney used to be. Like, there used to be downtimes where you could just walk on the rides, you could walk through the park, and it was so delightful. And that's how it was last night. Because normally it is just a sea of people. I mean, just a sea of people. You can't even... Like last night, you could get a picture of the castle with hardly anybody in it. It was like amazing. Usually, I mean, you got hundreds, thousands of people in the castle. So it was really neat to be there and kind of experience that. So that was a fun time. And then today, so we got home. Thank goodness, because like we left when we did, because if we would have stayed until 1, we probably wouldn't have got home until 2:33, because we didn't get home until about 1. So by the time you get back to the transportation center and all that stuff, and you get your car, because you got to take the monorail from Walt Disney World back to the transportation center, then you got to get a tram or walk to your vehicle. So we got back home probably about 1. I know you feel sorry for us. I know, just know it. Just know y'all feel sorry for us. So we were up almost 24 hours, you guys, by the time we got back home. It was something else. But we had fun. And I mean, we don't ever get to do this. They don't do like these pass holder things very often. And if they do them, it's a lottery thing. And you got to be the first, not a lottery, but you got to be like the first one to get in and do it, to fill out the form. And the last couple times they've done it, I've not gotten one. So I was able to get this one last night. So it was pretty neat. And so we had fun. It was because we don't typically go to the Magic Kingdom either, because it is just so packed. We typically go to Epcot, but it was kind of a nice little treat, and it was just nice to kind of go out and like everything. It's just been a long week and a half with the babies. We worry about them so much that especially me, Log Home Dad could sleep through. Jesus is going to come and he ain't going to know till he wakes up, because he could sleep through anything. And me, I am like worried about those babies, and so I am like not sleeping. Like my girls, if they would go out at night, they had a curfew to be home, but I could not sleep until they were home. And it was just the way it always was. And when my youngest daughter got a little older, we didn't really give her a curfew, but we told her to, let us know when she would be home. And, she would say, okay, I should be home by 1, or I still couldn't go to sleep. I could not go to sleep because if something happened, what am I going to do? Like, it's too many hours have passed, so I could never sleep with the girls out of the house. So that's kind of what, and then this morning I got up, I ate some yogurt and blueberries that we picked the other day. And then I did all my posting and stuff, because I have groups, with our Scentsy and our 3D and everything, our carpet cleaning business. And so I posted everything, and then, Log Home Dad's like, he came up thinking, well, she sure is taking a long time. Well, I passed back out. So I didn't wake up until 1. After I passed back out. So I've been up, I had to get some business stuff done for him today. And then I've been in the kitchen cleaning and starting some laundry and stuff. So it's just been one thing after another. And then now I'm going to do the chickens, and I am going to go maybe weed, I don't know. But I've got to tie up some tomatoes. We have a ton of tomatoes over there, and they're like on the ground, and I got to get them all tied up and everything. So we've just not had the time. And but I can't wait to show you guys pictures of the tomatoes, because it is incredible. I can't even believe it's just amazing. So we got a lot of tomatoes. We've got a lot of stuff to do out here. So we're going to be busy the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna let's go in here and see what we got in the way of eggs. I've got everything done in here, my babies. So yesterday we had 7 eggs, and we had 7 because it had been more. Oh, a pass holder, Janice. So a season, it's an annual pass holder at Disney. So you have an annual pass instead of, you know, a one-day ticket now is like $150. We have 5 eggs. And so it is so stinking expensive. So we're annual pass holders, so we can go out. If we want to just go out for an hour, we can go out for an hour. If we just want to go out to listen to a concert, we can go out and listen to a concert. So I love doing that. Well, that one's kind of warm. So we had 7 yesterday, and that was because we checked the eggs so early on Saturday that one of my Easter eggers had time to lay another egg, which was kind of exciting. So we had 7, and we only have 6 chickens, so they don't lay more than 1 egg at a time. So we got 5 today, and they have been waiting for me. My goodness, I know, girls. I know, and I'm going to give you some goodies just because you're so sweet. Sorry, guys. So let's see what we can get here. They love this. They think this is the coolest thing ever. All right, are y'all ready? Do you think they're ready, y'all? Think they're ready? Think they're ready? Ready? I think I hear Log Home Dad coming in too. Oh, and he's on here too. Look at them. They're so sweet. Hey, Miss Rosie Posey. Hi, babies. Hi. All right, so let's take them some goodies out to the coop, to the run. The flies are out today, out here. It's getting warmer, so we're gonna have to deal with more and more. Wow, I just saw you guys. Oh my goodness, you guys. So how many of y'all have chickens? Y'all don't ever tell me what all you have. We went looking for some the other day and just did not like any that Rural King had. So we might go ahead and up to another Rural King and see what they've got. Hey, babies. Hi, honeys. They're so sweet. Hey, Becca. Hey, honey. Hey, Geraldine. My friend across the pond. Hey, Alfred. Hey, Kim. So my daughter did a live today about our diffuser shades, because we have some shades on Scentsy that are regular. Our bases on our diffusers are all the same, and the shades are interchangeable. So you can buy the shades separately. So, but you can also buy a base separately. Like a base is $85, and our diffusers typically go from $120 to $150. They're guaranteed for life. That you can use regular tap water. They're absolutely incredible. Like 16 different lighting options, all that. Okay. So anyway, we've got some shades that are discontinued that's on clearance in our clearance section at loghomemomanddad.com. And like some of them are like $12.50. And so if you buy one of the clearance shades and then the base, you're getting a diffuser for like $95. So she was going on live and telling about it. And little miss, you heard her come up and she says, it sounded like she says, I gotta pee. And she says, okay, go pee. You don't have to ask mommy, go pee. And so a couple minutes later, she comes back and that's what it sounded like again was I went pee. And she says, oh, you went pee? And she says, no, I went poopy. And then she's like, oh, you went poopy. And she goes, yeah, I went poopy. So my daughter's like, guys, I kind of gotta go. I gotta go wipe her. It was so funny. I'm like, oh my goodness. Welcome home, mommy. Welcome home. So funny. Kids are hilarious. Oh, look here. Look at, who's that handsome man? Who is that? Who's that, girls? Is that your daddy? Hey, Log Home Dad. I was telling everybody about our Disney evening. You heard. You heard. Mr. Mosley's eating kiwi. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. How you doing? How's work?
Work.
Work. I think Log Home Dad waited as long as he could to go to work.
I had to do.
Yeah, I know I mentioned it last week, but Log Home Dad's computer had been really acting up. So I did a system restore on it. Never had an issue before. Well, but his system did not want to be restored. It did not want to come back on. So I'm like, okay, I can do a reset. You'll save all your files, but you'll lose all your programs. And he's like, no, that's fine. I don't see a problem in that. His one billing program is online. And it's like, oh, okay, great. Well, he was wrong. It is not online. So he had to end up redoing this bill. And it's not just putting items in. I mean, he's got to write statements. He's got to attach pictures. He's got to sketch the job. And when I say sketch it, like it's a legit home sketch. You know, he's got to get measurements. So he had to go back out to the client's house and get measurements. And so he probably spent a good, 4 hours today? 5 hours on it? And that was after he went to the client's house and got measurements and stuff. So, but his computer's now working better, and he got a new desktop so that we found a really good deal on desktop, and so he is like in heaven right now. So, because our laptops are probably 10 years old, wouldn't you say? Yeah, they're probably 10 years old, and it's hard spending that money on a computer. Especially not knowing exactly what one to get, but I think we're pretty happy with the one we ended up with. So you got to have them for work, though. I mean, there's no getting around it. I use my phone for quite a bit, but there's lots I have to use my computer for. Plus, it's hard looking at your phone all the time. Goodness. All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go out to the garden for a little bit and play in more dirt. And, see if I can tie up some of Log Home Dad's tomatoes. And I don't know what else we're getting into. I think we're going to probably chillax tonight. I know Log Home Dad is tired. I can see it in his eyes. So I think we're going to go get a coffee and do our thing. But I hope you guys have a good evening, and we will see you tomorrow right here. Oh, maybe. It depends on what time we leave. Yeah. We're going to go fishing tomorrow. So I don't know what time we're going to be leaving. So you might just get some pictures. I don't know yet. All right, y'all. Well, we love you. And I know we'll see you tomorrow, at least with fishing. Bye, guys.